you guys, this is going to be a twin flame client reading, and I share these readings. If the client objects, of course, I do not post the readings, okay? So they're public videos unless they ask, okay? So if you're interested in your own private reading, you can purchase a a video recorded reading if you'd like, and it's up to you whether or not you want to share your video publicly. Most of the time I don't get anyone that hesitates it, because I feel like they understand how helpful they could be, because sometimes personal readings do resonate as your own, or at least you can take something from them. All right, so I'm going to tune into her energy and the person who she's inquiring about. Okay. Okay, thank you. And if you'd like your own personal reading, you guys, of course, I will leave the information down below on how to do that. Can be completely single. You don't have to have anyone specifically in mind. You could just be asking about, you know, if there's a partner out there for me, the right person, the right suitor for me, or just looking at the energy that surrounds you, which is important. All right, so Spirit, I ask that you clarify all cards here. Divine Spirit, please clarify all cards. That lady right here. All cards. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So this is kind of like straightforward. As I was pulling the cards, I was already getting messages like as soon as I saw them. So I'm gonna just hop into it. So you have here, I'm just gonna refer to you as KB. So your energy, as far as like what this person, the purpose that they're serving in your life, why they're here, what the connection is with them. You have the Ten of Swords with the ring. Okay, so I feel like this person is here to trigger some fears and anxieties and worries and memories associated to commitment, and your fear of commitment, or fear of being rejected, fear of being cheated on, your fear of not being loved or ever finding the one. So this person triggers all of that out of you, and I get that they might be that last person to do that. They might either be the person that has the ability to trigger up all of this, these fears and memories, all of this gunk associated to this fear of commitment and never finding the one, or being valuable enough to have the one. This person will either be that last test for you, whether you've had people prior to this that has helped you with this lesson, or this is the only person that is here to help you do that. Excuse me. But this is the person to do that with the Ten of Swords. So this is like the last of that, of your worries about commitment, because the ring card, it represents commitment. It represents a long-term relationship, a solid foundation, marriage, a new beginning. So definitely this person is going to trigger that. Now, whether they do this in a gentle way or in a tough love type of way, but they're doing it. So I feel like they're going to be that person that puts this whole fear, this phobia, doubt, insecurity surrounding commitments and finding the one, or feeling like you're unvaluable, like your Cinderella story cannot happen. So it's like they're that person to stop that for you. Sorry, got this little cold and allergy thing going on, so I apologize if I'm coughing throughout the video. But what you serve in their life, you have the 3 of Cups with the birds, and they both equal 3. You know, 12, of course, when you break it down in numerology, it represents 3. So you have this energy of association, collective community, building, communication, especially with the birds here. So I feel like you help this person be open to others and how they express themselves, and be able to communicate, feel safe to communicate with others and be authentic, and to find their place in society, it seems. With the birds represent messages, like text messaging, emails, usually a swift way of communicating. And the 3 of Cups is like a social energy, social gathering, friendships, a sisterhood, or it could be brotherhood, or just friendships, associates. You and this person may communicate a lot, and like this person may not be open to, you know, in the past they might have not been the most open and, you know, good with communication and expressing themselves verbally. They're not good with people. They might be introverts. But in some way you help bring out this social aspect within them, like teaching them that it's okay and that they can fit in, or they can relate to the collective. Like they can find their tribe, pretty much. Like you help them to believe in that or trust in that. Like through your communication, somehow it's like you taught this person, you help them to communicate better. That's what I'm getting. Like your purpose is. This person may have like a problem, like a phobia themselves with like big crowds, or like not the most sociable type of person, and you've helped them to kind of get into that field a little bit, get out there. They might be kind of awkward with the opposite sex or whoever they're attracted to, so I feel like you kind of help them balance that out. Okay, so would it be in your highest good to date this person, or to stay in a relationship if you are with this person? Excuse me. So you got both 6s here, because you got the 6 of Pentacles, and you have the bear, which is number 15, and you know in numerology break those numbers down at 6. So it's about something about reciprocation. So there's a maybe with this, like, will this work out? If you guys can equally support each other, and if you guys, because there is something karmic here, because there's scale, this guy is holding a scale, and I'm getting that if you guys can equally see the value, if you both can see the value in each other and within your connection, and be willing to put something valuable into the relationship, you know, there's an equal give and take. What you put in, what you take out from the connection is all positive. You guys are doing it in an equal way, a harmonious way. You guys are supportive of what you guys are sharing and what it is that you wish to create and share with each other. Then that, you know, it could work. So there's a possibility that it could work. The flip side of this is if you guys cannot see eye to eye and see the value within your connection, and, you know, put in and get out, you know, equally, and support each other in the way that you need to, because the bear represents supportive energy. It also represents finances. So finances could be a big thing. Like if you guys are just totally used to it being just you, single, no children, you know, just your own responsibilities and bills, or you're not used to sharing with others. You're very stingy with money, stingy with what you have, your home, your food, you know, whatever, you know, earthly things, then that person may not be for you, because these people share. It's like what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. Like we got each other's back, we support each other, and it's that mama bear energy, that protective energy. So if that's not an element that's there, then of course it's not going to work. So that's what Spirit's saying. Okay, so what's your intentions and what's their intentions with the connection? So yours, you have the 5 of Pentacles with the Garden. So your intentions is like you really want to help this person, you know, feel comfortable, because the 5 of Pentacles is like usually someone that feels left out in the cold, rejected, isolated, unvaluable. To me, it's kind of like a loner card, just feeling like you don't fit in, like you're not valuable, you're not worthy of something on a material level, like you feel like you don't fit in with society. You just feel impoverished, like you're lacking something. And then with the Gathering card, this is like social energy. So this is like public meetings, concerts, parks, weddings, that type of thing. So it's social energy. This person may feel like they're just not the sociable type, like they're totally introverts and they don't relate to society, like they feel like they're awkward or that they just don't fit in. And I feel like you want to change this for them. You want to shift this dynamic. Like you want this person to feel a part of the world, not apart from it. And excuse me, if you notice, you have the 6 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles in the same like area. They're right next to each other. So I feel like this is you. That's your part that you play. Because remember, you're this person that helps them open up and express themselves and be able to relate to others and socialize and whatnot. So you're doing your part with this person. So you're helping to shift the energy. Like you have that pure intention, I feel like, to actually help this person with whatever this is that they're dealing with. And their intentions with you is the 8 of Swords and the 6 of the Clouds. So they're both about mental energies, mental clutter or anxieties, illusions, mental cloudiness, confusion. The 8 of Swords, you know, mental entrapment. So this person may very well want to set you free because you're not totally clear. I feel like you don't see, you're not getting the messages, like you're not seeing how this connection serves you. This person could be trying to teach you something very valuable, but you're not paying attention. Like they want you to be honest with yourself. They want you to see how maybe how you're sabotaging yourself when it comes to love. It's very possible. Like, you know, you're not seeing things clearly. You're not getting the messages. You're not seeing the hints or the gestures that this person is giving you. And they may just want to like free you of this mental entrapment. Because I feel like they might feel like you're under an illusion, or you're not seeing your worth or your value. You're not seeing how you're your worst enemy in some way. Like you're causing your own deception or your own confusion when it comes to relationships. I feel like it goes back to this 10 of Swords where you don't believe in commitments or something. Like you don't feel deserving of a ring. Like you don't feel deserving of a commitment, of something real. You don't, it's like this person sees it, but you don't see it. I feel like they're trying to free you from that whole thing. So to me, it would seem like you guys, if you guys really want to work on it and you're conscious of the fact that you're working together, it could work, because it seems like you guys are trying to do your part. As far as like what purpose you serve in each other's life, it's like you guys have that intention and want to do it. Like that's your intention. So are you ready for true love? I feel like Spirit says you are. Because you got the Major Arcana card, the Moon card. But not everybody sees this card as positive. But I do feel like you are ready for true love. It's just, are you open? Like, are you really open to it? Because it's there for you. I feel the moon card, it's like, it's not clear. Like, that's why you're clouded. This person, he feels, or they feel, sorry, I'm not sure if it's a he or she, but they feel like you're just not clear. You're not seeing things for what they really are. You're under some illusion and you're holding yourself back. With the moon card, you know, this could represent illusions, secrets, you know, mental illnesses in some cases. But I feel like Spirit's telling you you're ready, but you're just not seeing it. There's something that's underneath the surface that you have yet to encounter, or even get that illumination that you need. Because like the moon is like, you're only able to see some of it. Like, you have to walk in the dark and just trust and follow the light within. And then once the sun comes up, it's like everything around you is like totally revealed. And the more that you know, the more that you see. So it's like you're not able to see the full picture. There's like some key information, or there's something significant here with the key. There's like something that is valuable, but you're not able to see it because you're under an illusion in some way. Like, you're deceiving yourself, or you're just not seeing something on the surface. And then it's funny because the next card that follows up is the sun. And this is how to prepare for true love. So the sun card and the letter. The letter is like old-fashioned, you know, messages or an important correspondence or letter that you're awaiting, or is coming, or that's at the focus. And I feel like there's some very important information that's coming here. So how to prepare is like, you need to be receptive for these messages. Could already be here. It's right under your nose. It's right under your nose. It's just like you're just not paying attention to the signs. You're not listening to the messages, because it's like right there. Like, how to prepare and get yourself ready. Excuse me. You got to be really open and receptive and available for this message to come in, or to see it. Because it's like, it's right there. And if you don't have any faith, or you don't trust and believe or trust yourself, you're not going to get it. You're not going to see it. And I feel like this message is like, it concludes something. It could be something that's handwritten. Okay, maybe you need to go back and maybe you journaled something back in the day, or maybe someone sent you a letter or something in relations to love. It's like, it's something that is already there. It's given. It's right there. What's exactly blocking you? You have the Six of Swords with the Fox. So the Six of Swords, I feel like what's blocking you is that this mental clarity is not flowing, because you're looking at things from like, everything is like sneaky. People are out to get me. You know, there's some stuff that's just, you know, someone's doing something behind my back, or I can't trust. I got to watch my back. I got to be real sly and sneaky and like a protector, what am I trying to say? A detective. Like spying and making sure and sneaking around, just, you know, double checking everything. And that's what's blocking you, because it's like you have this hidden energy of like sneakiness and spying and not feeling safe and feeling like someone's, you know, doing something behind your back and out to get you. And you got to watch your back out here. That's how you feel. Like, I have to watch my back because there's people out here to get me, or I just can't trust everybody. I can't trust this person, or I can't trust that person. So you're blocked. You're not able to move forward with clarity. You're not able to move to something better or something greater. And it's coming from this fear here with the Fox. So would it be in your highest good to proceed with this connection in the long run? And I have a yes with the Death card, because it's, you know, definitely a deep connection, because this represents the sign of Scorpio. So there's definitely something that you can take from this connection with this person, and vice versa. Like, there's transformation in store. There's a lot of overcoming obstacles in the connection. Like, this person helps you to transition, to transform yourself, and vice versa. But more so, it works for your benefit because you have the Woman card. So anytime this comes out in a woman's reading, this represents her, okay, the woman getting the reading, or if this is a reading for a man who's dealing with a woman, then this, of course, would represent the woman he's dealing with. So I feel like this serves you more than it serves the other person in the long run. Like, it's going to help you transform. It's going to help you to heal, to overcome, you know, dark, a dark period, or overcome adversities. So let me just say here, it's all in what it is that your intentions are, what you really desire. You know, is this the type of connection that you want to deal with, where you have to go through, you know, some dark periods and some trials and tribulations, and go through some lessons and learning, you know, and so you can transform, to evolve? Is that what you're looking for? So you just got to be clear on what it is you're seeking. And then if you decide to move away and not to proceed any longer with this whole connection, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Heart card. So you may very well find that there's someone else out there, or someone that you might take to, might find more stability with. It might be a balanced, long-term, stable relationship, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's very patient, and she's very down to earth, and she's reliable, very stable. She stays in your life. This is a long-term partner. This isn't, you know, a woman that comes and goes, and she's very picky when it comes to who she's with, because she pays attention to fine details. And she's not all about materials, but she does like the finer things. But she also cares about the quality and the character of a person. So she's going to take her time when it comes to a partner that she seeks. So this is like an earth sign woman. I'm a Taurus, so I can resonate with the Queen of Pentacles. But I feel like this is saying that there's a long-term partnership out there for you, because you have the Heart card. And the Heart card is like one of the best cards to get in one of these decks when it comes to love. So, you know, this could represent a soul connection, a very deep heart connection, deep love and affection for a person. So whether you call it soulmate, twin flame, whatever, this would be that energy. So it's definitely there for you. And what's going to come out of this in the coming future, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Tower, which has got a total different meaning than the Tower in tarot. But I feel like, because in a love reading, this could represent, you know, self-imposed isolation and celibacy. So I feel like you might continue to just work on yourself, maybe focus on your career, focusing on building, bettering yourself, your, you know, dealing with your, you know, healing, you know, maybe changing up your diet, maybe working out, working on some creative projects, or just, you know, just working on you overall, just focusing on your whole entire well-being. And you might tend to isolate yourself at this time, you know, so that's what I'm getting. It's not a bad thing to isolate yourself, as long as you're getting that healthy social energy in there, you know, then that's fine. But I feel like I should pull a Romance Angels card just as advice for you, because I don't want to just leave it like that, because it seems like I just left it completely open-ended. Okay, so Romance Angels, what is the advice? Okay, codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. Okay, so Spirit's obviously telling you that, and then you got it safe for you to love. So you have a big fear and a big issue when it comes to trust. And Spirit's telling you that that's affecting your love life big time, and you need to just discard it and let it go. Also, you need to trust in yourself, okay? That's the first step. Before you can trust anybody and love anybody, first you got to trust and love yourself first. And by trusting yourself shows that you love yourself. That's a sign that you love yourself. If you can trust and believe in your own self, your own knowings, your own feelings, your own wants and own desires, and also your own decisions. So that may be something that's really just weighing on you. Another thing that I'm getting that is a little bit codependent here is that you feel like you have to be a savior in some way, or you want to be this person that takes on all of this weight, and that may not be good. Like, you might be dependent for others to be dependent on you, or to be this healer, and there's nothing wrong with that to an extent, but just to be open hearted. Don't try to force or control anything. You know, stand up for yourself. Be your own person, I feel. Like, don't worry about what someone else is doing. If they're going to cheat, then they're going to cheat. That's just how life goes. But if you decide to give your heart and to love someone else, do it because you want to and you believe that that person is worthy enough to love. Don't do it out of force because, or don't run from love because you fear what could possibly happen. It hasn't even happened. So give people a fair shot is what I'm getting. So that's your message. I hope that you've resonated with this and found it insightful, and that it will be helpful, beneficial for you down the line. For others of you who are watching, I hope that it was also helpful to you. If you've enjoyed this or found it entertaining and would like your own reading, you can very well go ahead and go to the description box, and I'll leave information below on how to obtain a reading with me. And as always, you guys, I send you much love, and until the next reading,